Liquefied.
Hey, this is so nice because Jay always had double Andrew. Finally, we get double Sean. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a
Sean
good
Power.
thing.
Double Sean, yeah. And you know what's cool? Sean doesn't even have to be in the camera to be in the camera.
That's the best part.
The reflection.
You know how like Spotify has like explicit version and non-explicit version, say for children. You can do the same thing with videos. There's explicit version, non-explicit. So
Yeah. Well, NSFW, SW stands for Sean Without.
yeah, Sean without.
Sean without.
Not serious. Sean Without.
I mean, if you want, you have to pay more at Walmart to get the Seanless version.
That's like ever since someone told me that AF is not as fuck, it's actually as foretold.
As foretold. Yeah, I love it. Is that no? Is that is shit? No. As foretold.
Man, those tacos are tasty as fuck.
And the very thing I've been so guilty of for the past like 3 years
Struck on the cliffs.
is me turning my back on you.
Why?
Just because I wanted to be on camera. But finally we communicate.
Tom's like, oh, my audience.
Tom's like, no, I don't want to see my back. I want to see my face.
And he's like, yeah, motherfucker, had you like turned your back to me like since day one, it wouldn't have been like a long journey to Coast 58. We would have executed it early on. Can Sean somehow be like in this area? Just for the Instagram sake. Is it nice? It might sound like shit, but it looks cool as hell.
I always love it watching the live music videos also because of seeing how different bands set up. And some bands do it on purpose to try to be like, we want the drummer to be sideways and so that they have equal access to this, or a drummer over here because it makes the sound better or whatever, right? But it's always fun to change it up and see, okay,
No, it is always good.
How's the audio sound? Disgusting.
For
We're not doing it again.
it's horrible. I do not want to.
Yeah. Whoa.
The last time it's you pooped me in the back.
Sean, this is so cool, man. This is like Andrew Pierre with like 100 pieces of things, but for me it's like quiet and loud, no, like in the Kobean manner, you know. I mean, all the budgets went onto the drum set, so what's left is like quiet and loud. That's it. After 300 years, you have still managed to come up with a new idea.
I like now you become the videographer too as well. Yeah.
I'll be honest, like,
Poet / songwriter / musician /
Musician side.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is why he's doing all the things he has to do.
Yeah, that's right.
He's the jack of all trades.
That's right. Yeah.
it's so 80s already. You should have worn your Mario mustache since you like so pretend. This was sounding good in the car on the radio already. The parking lot song.
It sounds very LC.
It is. It's because all this is we're seeing
It's like minimalism. It's like 6 notes for like whatever. Wow.
Pass me the remote, Chanico. We'll turn it.
Oh my God, you guys! Not even not only the new angle, it's a brand new sound.
That was all just like actually just trying to do a warm.
I feel so German today already.
I feel so German. Tom's like, I feel so Rammstein.
It's like a German pop music. Wow, cool.
Yeah. Wow. Do I have to really pay with my checkbook?
Little Girl Scouts.
No, you only pay. We only accept leg hairs.
We accept the bratwurst.
Oh my god, it's so nice. Finally, I get to examine the drums. I mean, and finally I get to communicate with the drummer for the first time. Even with the bloody chair, I still face the audience. Never seen it like your face is so clear. How about we play this on a chart with like 4 chords? was proud
It's a nice song, isn't it? It's fun. I think we've only played it about maybe 2 or 3 times with you, and every time we do play it, it's like within a large break. The next
Andrew, we've successfully dragged John onto jazz. I mean, before he knows it, he's gonna be like, I show up from 5 p.m. and I walk out at midnight. Oh, it's worse, man. What the hell?
Yeah, and all of a sudden you see the mama like flying.
I mean, by the way, if you guys show up at like 5 p.m., I'll be there. Like,
Cool.
my workday ends at like 4:35.
I was telling Sean, I think that might be able to swing it to 20, maybe 6 to 10. Maybe that works with you.
You know what? I don't get it. Since it's the hardest song for me to play and sing,
yeah.
I don't know why I wouldn't concentrate and get it done with. I keep fucking around with it. Not this one, no. อันนี้ต้องทำให้มันเสร็จๆ What the hell?
Oh, I picked up Centauri if you want one too.
That'd be nice, yeah. I think I'm gonna prolong. I mean, long after you guys leave, I'm gonna still be down here. วันนี้นอนข้างล่างดีกว่าไม่เอาละอีสตูดิโอคับซี
Studio Cup C.
Cup C. So at least over here,ระวังน้ำท่วมนะ just be careful, just in case.
I mean,
it starts to rain. Suddenly the ocean takes that. Tom wakes up. He's like, Samui.
Yeah, he's like floating.
Washes up on Samui shores.
I mean,
somehow he made it across the Malacca Straits.
But like he was like lying exactly perfectly on top of the water, so but he leans up, so it's all his back here is all wrinkled.
It's all gooseneck body.
Yeah.
you know what's just as Stephen Hawking said, a bite on the balls is much more preferred than flooding.
Bite on the ball. Yeah.
No, actually the other way around tonight. Flooding is way safer and more wise than going.
Then a cup C bite on the ball.
So this is the Svalbard angle, and next Thursday it's gonna be like Iceland angle.
The Iceland angle.
Which would both sound like shit, but at least I don't have to see me. I get to see Andrew's left sexy shoulder,
You're like, oh.
and I get to have double Sean finally.
What session is this?
We were the ones who attempted to get off with on and then evolved onto primate. We were like,
Evolve into primate. You might end up in the place where you get the wrong kind of sexual attention. Prison. Yeah.
oh,
ขายน้ำมันเถื่อน
He's like squeezing the bottle.
He's like เฮ้ยน้องอยากซื้อกุมารทองไหม
no one turned from Malaysia, right? That cost
Yeah,
like
but
the
yeah. He's like all shiny.
Nice, like communication finally happened between me and the drummer. Yes.
Tom's like,
And then our like friend comes from those oddball nations, so like finally that guitar is like way over there. Finally, wonderful change of angle. is right place, everything. This morning I woke up sucking a lemon, right? The kid eating.
Oh, yeah.
my energy is low. But I just still managed to fuck it up. Damn it. I had the very epiphany driving this afternoon that I would do this ancient rapping thing from theวิชาภาษาไทย 40 ปี I was like I'm gonna fuck it up even further.
Thank you so much, you guys.
I'm sorry for twisting things too much.
I'm ready to make as much material while you're away. In the Arctic Circle, editing.
Arctic Circle angle.
You see like all these amazing things happening in the background, like Aurora Borealis, a polar bear fighting off a giant eagle. And John's sitting there.
As he's riding, he's like, supplies are low, and it shows like his guy getting attacked by a polar bear.
He's gonna be ignoring all like the what is seismic geologic activity, doing this and having that fermented sharks.
Yeah. For some reason, 2 months later, Tom has like a polar bear pelt. Like he's got the pelt and he's like wearing it, like you can still see the skull, and he's like, Was it rite of passage?
And his shoes like Arctic foxes.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Should I insert dinosaurs here? Right here, dinosaurs. Oh, no, that's so funny.
I love our humor.
Now I get to appear in the video. Ah, yeah. Oh man, it's beautiful. This angle is sexy. Communication between us. Fine. When he hit
fuck the fan, because there is no fans. Now we can have direct, uncomfortable, direct eye contact the whole time.
There is no fan. There has always been air conditioning. Oh no! What a nightmare.
Intense, cozy. Cozy is not very cozy anymore. I think that we need like compact kits, and we can be like, you can have a tiny chair, I can be like this, we can be like this close.
You mean like the cloud core style?
Yeah, like.
Let's ride on a perfect line. This feels of mine feels so blind. Going the dark night, how can I begin? Where's time taking you to? What the hell I did?
Dude, I don't care either. Whatever. Have fun.
But I just got excited. I'm like a dog. Got excited. It's like, I get to
You're like, I felt 23 again.
This
Because I'm 26, but I felt 23 again.
this echo is refreshing. I mean, to not see myself vividly, I'm like, I'm more liberated. Usually it's like, ผมเส้นนั้นทำไมมันอยู่ตรงนั้นนะ
The audio.
The guitar will be down, the drum will be forefront, the singer will be distracted, the vocal could be missing, but it's fine.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Give it a try.
I know.
Yeah.
But I long to have the drum angle. I mean, for I consider so many times.
Oh, I'm honored. Oh, I'm honored. I am honored.
For the
It's
longest
too
time.
bad I am fucking up so much tonight.
No. Usually me at the front and everyone is like, that's how I'm like. Don't tell me we even have eyes. originally the triple drum thing. It was like it what I thought it out for this song.
Because you're right.
20-something years ago. Yeah, and then we pretty much like stole the drum beat from this obscure song, put onto Spanish.
Yeah, this one would be slightly different because you would only do it'd be more of a double than it'd be like boom boom boom. Yeah, you're. Yeah. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Even harder than Attica.
Yeah. Just what we need to do, right? Give you more hearts on that level.
Something like that.
Beautiful song, though. I love it.
I don't think I remember the way the chorus and the bridge go at all. The chorus actually didn't go like that.
Love the
Actually, like this. It went from the triple bass thing to like let loose 4/4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right? That's why I opened up with
but I played the wrong chord.
I love the fact that
It's
it's a really good song.
song places.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and no one in the guitar world does this.
No one. This ta. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I wanted.
A unique Tom.
Yeah, because I wanted that haunting Canadian Rockies melting lake feeling.
Interesting.
Yeah. The beaver constructing dams.
It even looks like the way you hold it looks like the Canadian Rocky Mountains.
Oh my god!
I love that song.
It took
So sorry, what's the name of that song again?
Dedication Dead Weight.
Dedication Dead Weight. Yeah.
It's naturally 10 minutes with all the lyrics.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I first legit 10-minute song like back then. You know, written about like strictly about the Canadian Rockies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm stealing a lot of the Spanish changes
and then,
and using it for now but I think I can feel it.
Just because when you guys were like serious, you guys want to do something with Spanish. Something told me about like the group for this right? Oh, Andrew, try out this triple drum thing, and then you did like wow, and then the Spanish like stole it, But this thing has some like triple things along the same line.
It does. Yeah, you're right.
The lyric is crazy. I cannot even pronounce things. Intervene by change and challenge. She concentrates.
Oh wow, yeah.
Obstacles could be illusion in faith.
When you thought doing Annika was hard. Yeah.
I know. It's about pretty much like it's kind of like every breath you take. You sort of like not quite stalking in the Sting manner, but you watch over someone's life, and if she's still awake now, I'll get her out of that place.
Still enough to be a little bit creepy.
I mean, the creepiness is the essential element.
Oh yeah, the creepiness. I like how you looked at the camera for that one.
Maybe this time we're gonna keep everything because I've been clean with it. Sorry for making it hard on the liver.
I love it.
You can marinate me. Which one? By warming, you mean like 9 minutes, 56 seconds. Fine.
love that. You get lost in that song. That's a beautiful song.
It's crazy how pink I've become. Sorry for talking too hungry tonight, like too restless.
It. Yeah, I love it. We got to play with.
I should finally go pee. I wanted to go pee like 4 songs ago.
It's the energy from having to go pee. All we're missing now is that's fine. after you're done peeing, that's fine.
ไปฉีดข้างบนเดียวไปเนี่ย Probably not tonight. Tonight I need some peas.
That sounds like a bad porn site.
That was it. Like come upstairs. Really just to see how you smell. I don't expect you to do it that way.
Oy.
Minimal drums.
Oh yeah. Minimalist drums.
Because like, what insult? Like I prepare like all these things. You're like, I don't care. I will focus. I don't need. I am make white. Every time, man. It's like, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Like, how many favorites now?
No, it's like, hey, this one's my favorite. No, this one's my favorite.
Last week I was like, wow. Last week it was like extreme close up of me and my cheeks and my hair, and this week is like total opposite. I think it's like long. It's like a drum clinic, you know.
All I want to hear.
I've been meaning to do the bass and drum thing like for a while now.
The angles, right?
No. I mean me on bass for the train, the bass, crazy bassy train. I've been meaning to do that. Seems like there has an ใช่ไหม Did I tell you the genesis of the damn song?
No.
We drove from it's like eastern Bangkok area, like Bangapi, Lad Prao,
Okay.
cross เจ้าพระยา to
All the way
พระราม 2 ธนบุรี on the night of the shows up before the sunrise, sitting down แล้วก็มองขึ้นไปที่หน้าต่างห้องแถวเงยคอรอคอยงอมัวให้ปรากฏตัวที่หน้าต่าง trying to beg for attention and love and trying to
it's almost like boombox.
So that's why I was like tongue in cheek, like เงยคอรอคอยงอมัวให้ปรากฏตัวที่หน้าต่าง with the silhouette.จะผ่านไปนานแค่ไหนมองลงมาได้ไหมยังอยู่ที่เดิมรอเราเริ่มต้นใหม่ and the crazy thing about that certain night I would be beside him on the footpath really dark waiting for the sunrise listening to him and then we like drunk and she's like pervert what the fuck but at the end they ended up married.
Oh, cute.
But
So you were almost like Cupid.
but the song is called โลกคงจบลงช้า
โลกคงจบลงช้า
well, in slowly, yeah. But it has like Param song imagery, you know. Like,
Interesting. So you guys just drove out of Bangkok, went east,
Freaking
all the
drunk.
way east.
Remember the Christmas light? You kept thinking what was that? The morning the candle died, saw you and I. I screwed up so much. The only thing, the first thing I played was pre-chorus. Then I played the bridge,
Yeah.
and then I went on to play the first verse, and then pre-chorus, and then bridge again, and then like a bunch of shit, you know. And finally, the second chorus stepped in, and then there's some like the solo that didn't make sense.
Some unsolicited
I played like 4 bridges just because I like the bridges of the song so much.
Yeah, totally.
It has a lot.
Yeah, I loved all the changes, whatever.
It has a long bridges, but you kind of can read me. You can always read me. It's about the German New Year night market, like the white night.
No way.
The cobblestone, the city square. A long time girlfriend of my Chinese buddy of mine flew all the way from Shanghai to spend like Christmas with him.
Okay, yeah.
When he went all heartless and didn't have a he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But she's like all into it.
Yeah.
And I was caught in the middle again. I was caught in the middle of a bunch of shit. I was the original closet guy.
You've always been there since the beginning.
Yeah. And then that's why
interesting. So that's why the closet role interests you, intrigues you.
Wait, now when everything's gone wrong, you're so ahead of time. In the end, these pills will make you strong, and life is such a crime. It's kind of like him like screaming out, why did you fly all the way here? I'm so sorry, I don't feel anything anymore. She's so much in love.
So this would have been 2006.
Oh my god. 2005, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was caught in the middle. He was so
lost.
Yeah, and but he was
Yeah.
polite enough to try to keep it all together, but he didn't feel anything at all anymore. And she was so sweet. She's like the sweetest thing. And she was like a hot as hell, like you know. And I was asked to go on like a trip, like aไปเที่ยวกันหน่อย Damn it! I didn't mean to write a song. But the message, like, the situation was so intensive. Him, you know, at night he would be drunk, like after skiing or whatever. He would be like, Tom, like I feel bad, like what the hell? And then like during the morning when he's still like asleep, she would wake up like, Tom, haven't done anything. And I'm like, fuck.
You're like,
and this song, you see how this is the longest bridge, just because the emotions just like coming through, you know.
There's a conflict back and forth.
Like, I caught in the middle of this threesome. Oh yeah. She was so nice and cute.
Playing that song and that whole bridge and that whole back and forth made me think of our radioactive ocean. Something about that song, you're right.
I'm taking the time to watch the world fly by. Because if you're about to drown in the river mind, it's from above you wish you could just fast forward or just rewind. Between the rocks, the ice will melt, and you will just slip through hell. And anything to drag you in, they buried ourselves deep in sin. Pigs and bread, peel up his skin, and let time contaminate. Apologize when I confess, but these cats got it created. Remind yourself to stay awake. Maybe this is where we begin.
That's such a good line.
I think in retrospective, it's sort of like an art, like what is it? An art, like paying respect to the new radical. When you emotions just run off, you don't care about if it's too long, too profane, or whatever. But
doesn't matter.
It's subject matter, you know. At the end, it's like a boiling point of emotion of like he was so strong at what he was feeling of not feeling. He was so strong of like having faith and thing, you know. And me was like caught in like sort of like us three emotions like pouring in like for the bridge. And the bridge just kind of like having to like keep like a runaway bridge, you know.
You were caught in the middle.
He now marries an Australian and have like two beautiful kids in Perth.
Oh, in Perth? Wow.
I might still have a chance.
And her?
I might still have a chance to fly to Shanghai and get it over there. After how many years? She's a really hot Chinese that looks Thai. You know how Chinese look, but this is a Chinese girl who looks Thai. Like.
So all of a sudden we go to Shanghai, we look around in her apartment building.
For the Thai looking.
There's all these like young children that kind of look like you. Like what the?
She's like kind of tan and her boobs, you know, and I was like, เขียนเพลงหรือว่า
เพลงนี้ชื่อว่ามีไรกี่
ฟุกุมิ
เพลงนี้คอมเพล็กซ์มาก เพลงแดนซ์
I might get to play this song to him for the first time in like 20 something years once I fly to. Oh no, fuck! He's in Canberra. He's off the map.
Oh, he's on Canberra, so he's like.
Canberra doesn't have shit. You know, doesn't have much to do.
No,
you know.
I've never been, but I've heard. The Australian city I've only been to is Perth. That's the only way I've been.
Oh really? That's awesome.
Yeah. So maybe
I meant to be there in August originally, but the lady who invited me sort of.
Oh. He came out of the closet. Enough. Yeah.
So I
need to sit on this chair and walk closer.
So I guess I'm like, okay, I think August it's free then, like, for something. Oh, it looks like a bunch of renowned concerts are coming up for me. Like, Stings, Smashing Pumpkin, Oasis. That'd be nice.
We'll need to make sure we get the jam time in between those concerts.
So don't go away. Say what you say. Say that you stay forever and a day in a time of my life. Cause I need more time. Yes, I need more time just to make want to know is how the show. This is like, this is like perhaps like the most delicate, the most profound song by Oasis lyrically.
Yeah.
You know what it's about?
No.
Their mother dying of cancer.
Oh wow, that is a very talk about a sentimental song.
Imagine like the big brother Liam. No. Noah wrote this for Liam to sing in
Wow.
1998. I think.
Yeah.
What's
So,
in
so don't go away.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I just found out like last year. I was like, man, the big brother wrote this for the little brother to sing this.
Yeah.
Don't go, and they have like that, you know, family bond connection. It's fucking cancer, you know. Like,
and now you get to go watch him 3 times.
I don't think they would.
But
play
this
song.
would be your. You've watched them once before. You've watched Oasis once.
2001 in Bangkok. The Standing on the Shoulders of Giant tour.
Right.
The very album after Be Here Now.
Yeah, that's right.
After the Stand By Me album, you know,
which was hard to follow up because that album is so good.
They took a different direction. It's more like
poppy,
psychedelic, less poppy. And then like, I don't know, like enigmatic. It wasn't impressive. I mean, most fans around the world still regard the first 3 albums as like the real Oasis. And then they lost all the original members and gained 3 more and released the Standing on the Shoulders of Giant. New guitarist, the drummer, new bassist.
Really? Okay.
That's why the sound like
it's very, very different. Yeah.
And from that would be the 4th album, and the 5th and the 6th album, the new members get to shift in ideas and write songs. Unbelievable. Like,
because by this point, what's his name?
No.
Liam or Noel left. Yeah.
Noel left like in the total of 3 times.
Yeah. Right. Totally. Yeah. Creative differences. Sibling rivalry.
I mean that what is it? What the hell was that? MTV Unplugged.
Yeah.
At the very last minute, like right before in USA, right before they had to get on the stage, Liam was like, "My throat is not ready for it," and he just went fuck off. And Noel had to sing like 16 songs straight, the whole damn gig himself.
Wow. Really? Yeah.
Yeah. It's still like legendary, you know. And you see, like halfway through it, you see Liam on the balcony drinking cold beer, and Liam was like, and Noah was like, you see your throat like what the, you know, like
you see the drinking beer.
In the recording, you see Liam was like drinking beer, was like, and Noah was like, but you get to hear like the audio occasion, you get to hear Noah singing all the things he wrote, just to keep the gig going, you know.
I wonder how he took it in the end. Now in hindsight, that he got to do that.
And that sort of situation happened once again in Ireland, where Liam just being a pussy ass and disappeared right before the gig, and then Noel had to carry on like to finish the whole damn gig himself. And I got that on vinyl, the bootleg vinyl. It's so cool.
Really? Yeah. That is cool. Yeah. Original.
You get to see how it must have been like as a demo, how, because by for the first 3 albums, he was the sole like writer. He wrote all the songs
of the actual songs, right?
The first Liam written song was called Songbird. It surfaced on the 4th album, The Standing on the Shoulders of Giant.
Songbird.
Liam.
Actually wrote his own.
It was actually a single too, and then Liam started writing.
This was when he was already planning his solo work.
But me getting to see Liam solo in Bangkok, by Tech Bang Na, Bangkok, and then a couple of years after that in Summer Sonic, I was like, wow, Liam.
And whenever he toured, was it just Liam Gallagher, or was he has another band?
Liam Gallagher with like a 7-piece backup band, like choruses and everything. You know?
Interesting. Through back 80s.
You know what? Like when I was younger, I used to not dig into like the Liam vocal at all. I was Noel's fan. I love all the tune Noel sing. I thought he was the legend one, and I was like Liam's like, but my second coming, you know, like me being a teenager for the second time, I'm totally ditching Noel.
Interesting.
And I'm like Liam, badass, blah blah blah. You know, I love his tone, blah, blah. But Noel's like too reserved, too. But I'm like aging. I guess, you know.
But you still like the punk, the more punk.
But this song is the most delicate. of theirs, which no one talk about their dying mother and the big brother.
Yeah, the fact that
wrote the lyrics for the
yeah,
freaking and you can see the calmest like of them like the big brother and
Yeah.
little bros. You know, literally like but this one is like, don't go away, say
Yeah. Such a deep, meaningful song.
Because
Don't
cancer
go
sucks.
away. Say what you say.
Would we get lung cancer of this? Well,
Maybe.
anyway.
Definitely, they say it's better than smoking, but in the end, I think doing anything is
The worst though is to be at home, not to pick up a guitar, don't do any drugs, don't meet any friends. Acting 40s, that's the worst. I think I knew that deep down in my subconscious. That would be the worst. Acting 40 at home without the world. I now have like, I own the world. You know, today I'm like, there'll be no 2026
I
for me.
own the night. Yeah.
I mean, imagine me getting drunk a few days before Smashing Pumpkin in Bangkok because all my buddies are raving.
Yeah.
Even though they're gonna be like, I'm the only one who gets the VIP ticket and would be right in front, and the rest are like they bought like a cheaper ones, you know. So I would be I would be drunk with them and then be separated to the VIP thing and then join them for like after party. Like it would be so nice.
So where's the venue again for Smash Pumpkins Bangkok?
Union Mall near Central Lad Pao, like Sigur Rós. Sigur Rós, I'm just right by the guard. The fucking guard, you know.
Like right there.
And then I'm like, and I kept asking them, "พี่ Sigur Rós มันต้องมีการ์ดด้วยเหรอ?" You know, it's like Sigur Rós. I mean, half of the audience like,
mosh pit.
Sigur Rós was so generous. They play for 2.5 hours.
Wow, that's solid.
Fucking Liam Gallagher played 59 minutes.
I was gonna say he sounds like the kind of guy who's like wants to get there and get out.
I saw a bunch. I saw a few more songs on the set list, which he didn't.
Kind of like Eric Clapton, supposedly, right?
He didn't even bother. Eric Clapton, at the age of 80, just finished 8 consecutive nights at the Budokan Stadium this year.
Really? Yeah.
Half a month ago.
Yeah. Wow.
At the age of 80, with his all-star band, which is like the drummer was 76. The chorus was like 64, 65, 67, you know. And the keyboardist was like 78. They did like 8 consecutive nights of them.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Of like his best music as a solo artist, as what was the best?
And this year he released the latest solo album.
He still released new music?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But all the fucking Asians just waited for one tune, you know. My name. But him at 80s, you know.
Yeah.
But interesting. I mean, such a large market, like for anything, you know. Still though, we need to get our asses to Japan to be fun. I mean, as a band, not me accompanying my daughter for competition. It's like us as a band.
Where did you say it was Saitama?
Yeah, my broken days, I used to walk around Saitama and notice like nice rain and listening to early Kosi. It helped me. It was healing. It was just. I went from totally like, you know, like dull, whatever life to like totally lost, and you guys kind of like helped resurrecting me like weekly, and then went to like overly crazy ass and caused a lot of shit last year, and this year I'm kind of like finally.
So you're like, I've got 2 bands.
Finally, fuck you, man.
My 2 bands keep me plenty entertained. It gives me plenty of source material to edit.
The Monday band just cracks me up too. I do. I'm obviously relaxed on Friday. For the Friday band, but Monday band is like the entire different story. It's like kind of like,มัน pattern อย่างนี้เราต้องร้องนำด้วย at the beginning it was a nightmare, and then week after it was like, okay มันกับมันไปยิมมันฝึกฝน
You like different training.
But the funniest thing though, the thing is remains like a mystery to me. Like ทำไมพวกมัน3 คนมันยังแบบ they can still handle this? What the fuck? Because they're from of the same generation.
Totally.
The other days I watched us arriving at Sun Music and at Knox Studio at 11 in the morning. Here's to the night we felt alive. Have you heard this song by Eve 6?
Oh my god, there's a fucking band name I've heard.
Fucking band.
I never really listened to Eve Six, but maybe if I heard some of the songs, I would
obscure
recognize it.
band from the 2000s.
Are they a Canadian band?
Yeah,
I think so, right?
Yeah, and Billy and I and a dude from Saskatchewan
went to go watch the singer, right?
Put on a 3-piece show in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Medicine had.
Did you cover their music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you mean we butchered the music? The only
we butchered.
The only dude that knew what to do was the drummer from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, Saskatchewan. Yeah.
Which was Pamela's ex-boyfriend.
Right. Was it Jeremy? Was the name like that?
Yeah. Oh,
right?
fuck.
Yeah, right?
Fuck. Don't tell me you met him.
So I remember we went to, because he was in residence too, and you took me to where he stayed in residence, and we went to go watch him play his drum kit in the basement of the residence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did that.
My God, I can't believe you met Jeremy.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet?
It was like once or twice, maybe.
Did you get to meet Andrew, the little white guy who came after Jeremy, before you? There was a little Andrew from Vancouver, maybe? From BC, maybe? And then Andrew brought the freaking kid.
No way.
And then we started fucking around with the kid.
Yeah.
On the off night.
Yeah.
Then he was so pissed and he took the pedal thing and then he took it home.
What?
He's like, you guys are butchering my drums.
Yeah.
He's like, you cannot because Billy and I just totally raved to freaking the basement drum thing nightly.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, you guys, man?
You guys are raping my drums. Every night you are taking advantage of my lady.
Man, and I lost that video. We got it captured on VHS.
Yeah.
Billy and I and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Playing mostly redneck song because Billy was the lead singer.
Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah.
There was 2 guitars,
Yeah.
no bass and the drum. So,
The only reason we need is the drummer.
And we even paid for the PA system. We went and rented out. It was like a complete disaster.
Wow.
Everything. Yeah. We're just so eager to play. And Pam
We're like, hold on.
with their religious faith that they couldn't go on with each other. And again, I was caught in the middle. Jeremy was like, man, and then Pam and I, Tom, I'm the Snoop Dogg of mankind.
I'm the Snoop Dogg of that guy.
I'm the Cupid thing that's why I have things to write,
You're like, I gave a second chance to Cupid.
These days though, it's so peaceful. I don't even try to write new songs.
Yeah.
I don't even try because I'm more and more in touch and stunned and intrigued by things I wrote back then. I was like, wow, like today, each one. This is about that journey, about that. I was caught in the middle of that couple, French. There was a French Hong Kong couple, Chinese couple, พี่คนไทยกับด็อกเตอร์คนไทย. I'm like, wow.
You're like, what?
I'm like, I walked the earth.
I was so blessed. Yeah.
I mean, there was a time when
from all paths.
There was a time when the video Taurus and Johnny Cash and Keith Richards and me roamed the earth. Okay, now I'm going to take a request from the drummer.
It's time for Hoshio Basu Rock and Morning.
Didn't expect that. Is it like a 5/4? Oh, not even. Yeah! Should I drink or should I drink?
ให้เธอ
Sorry, I apologize. Dude.
No, man.
I'm so sorry.
This is way beyond what we.
But I love it. I love our jam.
This is way beyond what we set out to do. We set out to just drink Tendo.
Drink Tendo.
But what we always.
I like how you say that's like, kind of like an achievement. Oh, you guys said I drank Tendo.
I mean, like, but what we get as like as a bonus each week is like, oh, แต่ว่ามันก็มีวิดีโอไปตัดต่อด้วยว้าวจริงแค่จะมาดื่มแล้วก็ไปนั่งที่อะไรนะริมคลอง Atlantis. Oh, what's the wind says when she cry? I'm spinning by the place that I met you. For the 97 time today. Someday we'll know the sense of the light. Someday we'll know why the sky is blue. Someday we'll know why I wasn't meant for you. นะเข้ามาเล่นเบสให้กำลังแบบว่า
พี่ผมว่าวันหลังเดี๋ยวผมมาเล่นเบสเลย
ใช่เพราะว่าสองคนนี้แม่ง
ผมก็คิดนะวันหลังเดี๋ยว
ใช่แล้ว
ว่างไงหน้าร้านผมเล่นเบสดี
ดีมากเลยใช่จะได้แบบว่า
เบสมือเบส
กีตาร์ก็ได้ผมได้เล่นเบสอะไรเงี้ยผมก็อยากเล่นทุกกันเลยนี่ไงเขามีแบบว่าวิดีโอเซ็กซ์โฟนที่แบบ
วิดีโอเซ็กซ์
ถ้าพี่ออสอยู่อ่ะมาได้
เธอนั้นเองหลบไปไหนมาให้ฉันเฝ้ารอก่อนนาฬิกาฉันเข้าสงครามฝากกระสุนมารักเธอไม่ใช่ว่าจอดกลับมาเต้นแรงเมื่อเสียงหายใจเป็นสีเหลืองสีเหลืองฮะ
มุมนั้นเท่เลยผมว่า
มันจะไม่ได้ยินในพวกนี้มันจะได้ยินแต่กรองไอ้แต่ว่าแบบมันเป็นมุมนี้มา3 ปีแล้วก็เลยแบบอะไรเงี้ยมุมนั้นนะมันดูสวยนะแต่ว่าเสียงมันจะแบบซิมโบลตรงเนี้ยเต็มเลยแล้วก็กรองอะไรเงี้ยแล้วกีตาร์กับร้องจะไม่ค่อย
ได้ดูกัน
แต่ปกติคือจะเป็นผมหน้าบานอยู่ข้างหน้าเลยไงอาทิตย์นี้ก็แบบว่า
เข้าหลังโทรศัพท์เลย
ใช่
อาทิตย์นี้แบบว่าลองเปลี่ยนดูอะไรเงี้ยเจอนั่นเอง
คิดว่ากลองมันจะเสียงดัง
ใช่
ว่าเคยฟังกัน
โอ้เสบียง
No, I got that song stuck in my head.
ฮะ What sounds to love the light one day I'll go dancing on the moon
หมดเลยเที่ยงหมดเลย
Why wasn't meant for you
หกกระป๋อง
Yeah เยอะ
แต่คุยเหล้าวิสกี้นิดเดียว ลืมคูลเลอร์วันนี้
Man, you guys are badass. You forgot the cooler, but you managed to bring like the drinks like full blast.
Our fourth band member, right?
Yeah. Oh, hi. Hello. Ooh. เอามาแล้ว ว้าวแค่นี้พอเดี๋ยวพัง